But we also haven't touched tactics in a good little bit, so let's start with our tactics, friends, and see what we can do over here. Any new heroes actually? Oh, we got Miss M. While she is attacking or defending, we can spend a resource from a resource pool to give her +2/+2 for the attack. That could be kind of fun. She's only 8 cost too. The problem with that is that her resources get really useful for things that are not playing cards, right? So if we're using her resources, we may not have the resources to pay for anything. So we could go Boromir. I also kind of want to avoid Spirit. I don't know why. I want to try and avoid Spirit this game, which probably means that we will be scooping and adding Spirit later. But let's try Miss N, and if we go with Miss, no, let's just go with Barragond. Barragond is just really solid. So Barragond, Sentinel, lower the cost of to play weapon or armor attachments. We could go. It's a fun one shooting ships with. Okay, fine. We'll go with Miss N. So we like her because she can shoot ships with a ton of resources. That's kind of fun. And then I guess if we just like don't go super heavy into red, then we're good. Alrighty, if we're gonna do that, I kind of want to play. I had a lot of fun with the Gondor stuff in the recorded game. I may want to try just a Gondor type build, because that's also going to be like the ally swarm, which is going to be so good for the sailing test and the blitz that we need to do. So let's grab Denethor. We're going to keep our threat kind of low. That's starting at 16. And then I think we're going to try and push a Steward of Gondor to Miss N, which will give her the Gondor resource, meaning that we can funnel resources from Denethor over to Miss N. And then if we're going to do that, let's see, we've got, what's our Gondor character over here in green? We got Denethor again. Is Denethor the only Gondor character we have in green? Yeah, huh. Look at that. Interesting. We could go Grima. We could kind of go Grima, who can blitz the, flooding the field with allies. We just run like a huge ally build. There's a Faramir in green as well. Oh, he is. Okay, thank you. He gets +1 for each enemy in the staging area, which actually could work out really well for us here, because we have a lot of those ships with really high engagement cost in the staging area. I have not played with Faramir. Let's try Faramir. And I need stickers. So yeah, this will be two newer heroes for us, which will be also kind of fun. So we've got Miss N and Faramir. Oh, I'm out of green stickers. You'll get a gray sticker. So starting threat of 27. There's our lineup. I like the lineup. This is new for us. Cool. Okay. If we're doing that, we want to run Faramir. Probably 2 copies of Faramir, because if we're going to be blitzing, oh wait, we can't have Faramir. We have Faramir as the hero. Got him. Okay. Just kidding. Let's look at our Gondor allies here. We've got Herald. You may give Herald Doom to when you play it from your hand. If you do, it gains response. After you play, choose a player that may player put in 1 ally from his hand with printed cost of 2 or lower. For Doomed 2. After Peligur's ship captain enters play, move one resource from the resource pool of a hero you control to another hero's resource pool. Let's go ahead and grab the ship captain. So, Jared, how is this quest, or chat, how is this quest compared to in terms of difficulty? Usually I look them up, but I forgot to look it up this time. Squire of the Citadel. Let's go ahead and grab Squire. And I think what I'm doing right now is I'm just gonna grab as many cards as possible, and then we can look to cut. We definitely want sneak attack though. And steward. Oh wait, I was still looking for Squire of the Citadel. Got Snowborn. There's it's rated as 7/8 on Hall of Bjorn. It can be tricky, but it's not too bad. 7/8's pretty high. 7/8 is pretty decent though. There's Denethor. We can't use Denethor, but we can use the Citadel Custodian. I have Denethor here. Should I switch this to Boromir? I'm going to switch this to Boromir. So we got Faramir, Boromir, and Miss N. While Boromir has at least one resource in the pool, Gondor allies get +1 attack. And so I'm feeling that that's a little bit better than Denethor here. Now we are starting at much higher at that point. We're starting at a 30. But we have Gandalf, which we can use for threat reduction. So I'm thinking that's probably the route we'll go. I really like the Citadel Custodians. They're the ones where we reduce the cost to play them by 1 for each Gondor ally we have on the field. So that's pretty sweet. Miss N is a warrior, so that's good to know. Aaron Rider, exhaust Aaron Rider to move a resource. We got Faramir, which we can't use. Guard of the Citadel. Ingold, +1 for each hero you control with at least one resource in its resource pool. We got Wealth of Gondor. Spend 2 resources to draw a card for Rod of the Steward. A very good tail with Citadels is actually very, very good. Where you can exhaust 2 allies and then put cards or allies equal to or less than the value of the exhausted allies into play. But if we have 5 costs out there, which we're not actually paying for 5 costs, that seems pretty good. We have Gaining Strength, discard 2 resources to add 3 resources to a hero's resource pool. Sword in Numenor. The new ally, Lorith, is a free Gondor ally to help reduce the cost of the Custodian. Oh, yeah. Oh, the 0 cost the healer. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, we also have In Full Service of the Steward, which just gives the Gondor trait. Steward of Gondor, visionary leadership. That's what we need. Visionary leadership. If the attached character has at least one resource in their resource pool, Gondor characters get +1 willpower. That's pretty awesome. For Gondor, all Gondor characters get +1/+1. Sword that was broken. It would be really nice to have Aragorn. Alrighty, let's take a look at our green friends. Looking for Gondor. Alrighty. Okay, so we've got the Ithilien Archer. After it attacks and damages an enemy, return that enemy to the staging area. Don't want to do that because I don't want all the boarding stuff. Anaborn. That's a trap. Lower the cost you play the next. Name a card type. Lower the cost for you to play the next lore card of that type by 1 until the end of the phase to a minimum of 1. Got Warden of Healing. But we also got Ioreth. Cannot attack or defend, but she's a great sailor. And a 0-cost card, like you were saying, Jared, to get the custodians on the table. Love that. Let's look at our tactics real quick. Got Dwarfs, Gondor, here we go. Okay, so Honor Guard. Exhaust Honor Guard to cancel 1 point of damage just dealt to a character. Valor response, exhaust and discard Honor Guard to cancel up to 5 points of damage just dealt to a character. We'll take 2 copies of Honor Guard. We're going to grab a Horn of Gondor. I'm not 100% sold on that. Alrighty. The Annuan Guard, you can give it Dune 1 when you play it from your hand. If you do, it gains response. After you play it, choose a character until the end of the round. That character gets +2 defense and gains Sentinel. It's a 3-cost. 3 cost is not actually too bad. The Gondorian Spearman is a OG. We're going to grab him. But he probably comes in and leaves pretty quickly, right? Let's also grab our Gandalfs while we're here. Don't want to forget them. Knight of Minas Tirith. We got the Defender. Let's grab Defenders. Honor Guard can block damage ships. It affects damage, not the character. It's used a lot to keep Bjorn healthy. Oh, that's cool. It can block ships? That's good to know. That is cool that it can work with Bjorn. That's fun. Let's go Darren's Ruins. Alright, let's check and see what our card count is at right now. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6. I don't think we have any more Gondor stuff here, but let's see. Is there any weapons or anything that we want? So I'm Gondorian Fire. Spend 1 resource from the attached hero's resource pool to give +1 fight for each resource in its resource pool. That oh shoot. She can't pay for allies? Oh, you're right. Ah. Alrighty, that's fine. Let's go ahead. Let's just swap her for Baragond. And we're just gonna throw that threat as high as humanly possible. Let's go Baragond. Then we get this is our defender, and then Boromir. Yeah, maybe switch for Baragond. Yeah, and then Boromir with his ally army can handle the attack, where we can handle a lot of the defense with Baragond. So if we do that, we probably also want to then grab the shield. Do we want to go 2 shields or 1 shield? I'm sorry, 2 or 3 shields, not 1. There's our shield. And then Spear of the Citadel. Since Baragond is Sentinel, you can use Armored Destroyer to get multiple defenses. Not sure if you've used that card yet. I don't think I have. Is that a tactics card? I'm looking for Spear right now. I haven't used it in a long time. It's just called Spear of the Citadel, right? Yeah. There we go. Leadership card. Alrighty, let me see. Hello, Spader. How's it going? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So it's a leadership called Armored Destroyer. Is it an ally? Just chilling at work? Nice. Nice. Happy to hear it. It's a mount attachment. Oh, it's a mount attachment. We also got Heir of Madriel, which is potentially interesting idea. Armored Destroyer attached to a leadership or a sentinel hero. After the attached hero defends against an attack, we can exhaust it to ready the attached hero. Then discard a shadow card from it. Yeah, that's freaking awesome. You played your first game of Marvel Champions the other night. Does this game play similar? I would say that in awesome House Champions. That sounds amazing. This game is, I think, similar if you zoom out to like 5,000 feet. But if you are looking at different, or if you're looking at like card games, I would say they're fairly different. But they are both cooperative living card games where, so in that sense, they are very similar. In like the actual mechanics of play, they're fairly different. Armored Destroyer. After the attached hero defends against an attack and takes no damage while defending, exhaust to add a resource to the attached hero's resource pool. We're going to grab the Day's Rising. I'm going to try that. That's a new one for me as well. The Day's Rising. Same idea, taken very different. That's a good way to say that, yeah. For a 1-cost leadership. It actually may be in, it's probably in D. Now the problem is, which restricted attachment do you want on Baragon? Can't have spear, shield, and mount. Oh, this is a restricted. Oh, Probably no spear. Probably cut out the spears. For the mounts. The other thing that we could do is, and it takes a lot more setup, but we could go with this guy, the Days Rising. Why can I not find this card? If we go with the Days Rising, there we go. Then we have the other one that's after you gain any resources from a resource effect, then you can exhaust it to draw a card. So it's 2 cards, but it's like, eh. And armor does cost to play. Running! It takes some learning, but once you get it down, it's a blast. Oh my goodness. Yeah, once I get the mechanics mostly understood, it'll be a lot better. Oh yeah, totally agree. But I'm glad that you were able to play. I'm glad that it sounds like you enjoyed it as well. That's awesome. Let's I don't think I actually looked through my lore cards at all. Is there anything that deals with Gondor here in green? Chief viewers, woo! Yes. Heir of Madriel goes on a Noble, and Days Rising goes on a Sentinel. You give Boromir Sentinel to use that combo. Boromir becomes a great defender with Destriel and Shield. Oh, Varagon's not Noble. I see what you're saying. Yeah. I'm gonna keep Baragon. I haven't pulled Baragon out in a hot second. I need 8 more cards. Master of Lore. I feel like we don't have like any green cards in this deck. We go peace and we probably need all of the allies we can get, honestly. I really enjoyed card games, so it was fun. I'm more excited to see what I can do with deck building. Oh my goodness, there's a whole world. There's a whole world out there. That's pretty, I'm nice. That's awesome. That's really awesome. Let's go grab Warden of Healing. Warden of Healing. I think we got actually a decent bit of archery in this. So we got Warden of Healing there. Let's go gaining strength. What's Wealth of Gondor? That was just add a resource to a Gondor hero pool. Let's grab a... What is the... Daughter of the Nimmerel. Nope, just kidding. Why am I having a hard time with this? What's the one that just draws you a card? That's a Rohan character. It's probably here, right? Yeah, Glaorn. To plus that I love comics too. What's my favorite card game? This is my favorite card game. Out of the LCGs, this is gonna be my favorite one. I really, really like this game. Allies are very important in this quest. You also want some allies that you don't mind discarding. Yeah. Also, let's take a look over. We got Envoy, or not Envoy, but forgot that we get all of this stuff too. White Tower Watchman. Nope. Envoy of Peliglir. Let's grab a couple of these. Yeah. No, I really like this game, Spader. This game is probably the most like in depth and meaty of all of them. But like they're all very, very like involved. Also, I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan, and so you loving comics, I love Lord of the Rings. Is that 10? That is 10. So let's try that. We shall see. We have to use our Gandalfs to reduce threat probably because we're starting at 32. Ugh. We started so low. We started so low with threat, and now we're starting real high. Alrighty. Outmaneuver the enemy. Prepare the Corsair deck. So that's what this is over here. Players prepare their fleet. Set each copy of Dol Amorth Warship aside out of play. Those are these. Search the encounter deck for Raider Flagship. Wait, dang it. I thought oh, there they are. For a Raider Flagship and one copy of Scouting Ship and add them to the staging area. Got that. Search the encounter deck for Dol Amorth objective of your choice and add it to the staging area. Then shuffle the encounter deck and resolve the guarded keyword on the objective. Oh no, I wonder what that guy is for. My worry early game willpower, but you do have ships. Yeah. Early game willpower is going to be an issue. We'll see what happens. Playing it risky. Playing it risky. What's the risky part here? Uh-oh. Oh, the high threat. Yeah. We're going to resolve our setup first. We are going to go with Dream Chaser, which we get, and then we're going to choose Narlina. So reduce the first cost of each ally you play each round by 1. So that's going to be our starting fleet. Perfect. Yeah, the threat. Yeah. And then sailing tests happen at the beginning of the quest phase. Dream Chaser is immune to player card effects. It's also Sentinel. It can always be committing to sailing tests even if you are not the first player, and counts as 2 characters when committed to a sailing test. When it's destroyed, the players lose the game. We have Narlina, who has the same loss condition. When it's destroyed, we lose the game. And then we reduce the first cost of each ally we play by 1. We've got the... Actually, let's just... Yeah, we'll do this. Here we are. So the objectives. Did I put them in here? I put them in the wrong deck. So this is the Corsair deck. This is effectively the raiders that are going to be boarding us. And so these are all the non-ship enemies. So we don't have any ship enemies in this deck. They're all in the Corsair deck here. And then whenever we engage a ship, like this one has boarding 1, that means that we will draw 1 card from the Corsair deck to resolve that. So that's the idea. The we have 4 objectives. The Tower of the Goal, if it's free of encounters, and all of these, if they're free of encounters, we control them. Combat action, the players control, if we control this, we can exhaust it to deal 2 damage to a non-unique ship enemy. Any player may trigger this action. Tower of the Heron, while it's controlled, reduce the archery total by 4. Which we don't have any archery to start us out, so probably not that, just because we do want that immediate benefit. We have the Seaward Tower. While players control the Seaward Tower, look at 2 additional cards from the top of the encounter deck during each sailing test. That seems really decent. Then if the players control the beacon, exhaust and spend 5 resources to take control of 1 set-aside copy of Dawn Amarth warship and set it aside. So here's our the warship that we can get, 2228. While you're on course, it gets +2, +2, +2. Darth Spader! Hey, I like the Darth Spader. That's really fun. Figured I'd come over to YouTube since more people are here. Nice. So we got the warship there. I'm thinking that we go with the Seaward Tower, because if we can control that, then we can get our sailing tests become really, really easy. And so let's go ahead and choose that. It is guarded, meaning that we will flip a card and have it be guarded by, or have that card guard the Seaward Tower. This can be really good or really bad. And technically we do all of our setup first. I actually don't know what happens in this situation. I haven't brushed up on my guarded keywords in a long time. I'm gonna reshuffle and just deal another one. What happens if you flip a guarded into a guarded? Is that one safe and then the next one is guarded with something? We got Fog Bank though. We're just gonna go with that. So Fog Bank, while it is the active location, ship enemies do not make engagement checks, cannot attack, and cannot be attacked. It's a 2 threat there. 1B, Sailing. When a ship engages you, if you are off course, deal 2 damage to a ship objective you control. Then if you're on course, deal 2 damage to a ship enemy instead. If your current heading is at the worst setting, we get -50 engagement. And we have to go 10. And I go down to 0. No, you have to resolve Garden on both objectives, effectively getting 2 encounter cards to do. Oh, gotcha. Well. Cool. Thanks. I'm okay with calling that a scoop, I guess. Okay. We got Sneak Attack, Ireling, Visionary Leadership, Squire of the Citadel, Steward of Gondor, and a Gondorian Spearman. This is honestly pretty good. We don't have any of the weapons that we need for Baragon, but we do have the Visionary Leadership and the Steward of Gondor, which I think... I think we probably want Steward of Gondor on Boromir, now I'm thinking about it. I definitely should have thought about that earlier, but that's fine. Okay. We're going to keep it. So let's go ahead and get resources and draw into... There we go. Alright, so we're going to play here Ireleth. We're going to spend 1 to play Squire. We'll get 1 on Boromir. It's pretty rough to deal with, but if you can work through it... Oh yeah, you do get 2 objectives, so that is nice. That is really, really nice. And that's going to be it for us. Alrighty. So to start us out, we're going to do some sailing tests. We're going to go we're going to go 2 here. And what we do is we do this. We shift off course. And then if we get a success, then we shift back on course. We're showing a lot of threat up there. And then the scouting ship is boarding one, cannot have attachments. It gets minus 15 engagement cost while you're off course. So if we don't succeed here, we are taking that scouting ship, which makes me kind of want to go with Dream Chaser. So that's going to be 4. 1, 2, we succeed. 3, 4. Maybe that was overkill. We also lose the 5 willpower from Dream Chaser. So let's go ahead and quest for 1, 3, 6, showing 7. So we're going to lose this. I'm going to flip into a light cruiser, which is a 4. So that's 11. We quested for 6, so we raised by 5. And then we're going to engage both of these. And I think that's a scoop at that point. Okay, so... Oh, yeah. Okay, we're just going to call that a scoop. Because I'm not going to be able to take care of 5 enemies in turn 1. Huh. Okay, so... Oh, Squire of the Citadel should have been free. It doesn't matter, but... I guess let's try it one more time, because that could have just been, you know, an unlucky draw. We have to... But, like what you were saying, Jared, not a lot of early game stuff. We may need something that's more early game friendly. Which could be Faramir. I mean, Faramir is... We could swap Faramir out. And honestly, I think we have to roll the dice a little bit on our first sailing check. And if we roll the dice and we hit that first sailing check and don't commit Dream Chaser, then we have a +5 for a Dream Chaser. Denethor might be the way to go just for those early resources. But then we sacrifice late game at that point, right? Because we don't have the attack, which we may not need. It does reduce our threat by 3. If we go Denethor, then I think Denethor becomes our defender. We don't need Barragond as much, and we swap Barragond for somebody. So we go Denethor out for Boromir, Barragond because Denethor is now our defender, and then Barragond can switch into a different tactics hero, and we still bring like all the tactics stuff. That could be kind of interesting. You want to try it? Or we just have Barragond there as well, and we have multiple defenders, but then we don't have any questers. That's the problem. Let's try it one more time. Nelson Chatters, a pleasure to see you again. Hey, Nines, how's it going? How's your Wednesday going? Three, 6. Sneak attack, envoy, sneak attack, envoy, visionary leadership. Let's mulligan this. I need to remember Naralina. Naralina is a really decent boon that I can't forget. Is this game still supported? Kind of. They stopped making new content, but they're doing all the repackaged content, and so like this content is all being printed and in stores as of now, but there's not new content coming up. But it was also printed for 10 years, so there's a lot of content. That hand was cracked. First turn visionary leadership with the envoy. True. We got the spear, honor guard, ruins. A very good tail. Alrighty. So we're gonna resolve guarded here. When revealed, if you are off course, the engaged ship enemy with the highest attack makes an immediate attack until the end of the phase. Add 1 to the total threat to the staging area for each damage dealt by this attack. If no attack is made, it gains Doom 2. 1, 2. But now we have this. Is there a Star Wars game like this also? I wish. Oh my gosh, I wish. Ugh. I wish. Maybe someday. That's the goal, right? That's the goal. So now we have this. Now we are looking at 2 additional cards. Let's play Darren's Ruins. We're going to draw 2 cards. 1, 2. And we're going to discard a card. I think I'm going to discard honor card. I'm going to do it again. Darren's Ruins. Draw Envoy and Armored Destier. And we're going to toss a... Oof. Let's go a very good tail. Has anyone played that? Was it anyone? There's a Star Wars LCG, but it was competitive. I have not played it. I've heard good things though. Okay. We are going to spend 1 from Barragond to play Envoy. After we enter play, we're going to give 2 here. We're going to then play Gaining Strength to discard 2 and get 3. We're going to play this Shield. We're going to spend 2 on Armored Destier here. That felt pretty good. I have it. It's fun. It just doesn't see much play at my table since we mostly play co-op games. That makes sense. Okay, so we're looking at 2 additional cards when we are doing our sailing test. Let's go ahead and sail here. We're looking at 3 cards. I think that's going to be what we need to do. 3 cards is where we're going to land right now. And if that's not enough, then we're in trouble. We got a success. Okay, we got it. So we're going to shift back on course. Then we're in engagement time. I honestly think this is a time that we engage that scouting ship. Let's engage the scouting ship. We are going to board 1, which is the raid leader. He gets +1 defense for each resource on it. When he engages, you move 1 resource from each of your hero's resource pool to the raid leader. That's so brutal. The art is also very good, so at least have a bunch of good Star Wars cards. Oh, that's sweet. Nice. Deal out shadow cards. So we got a 5 attack. We're going to defend for 6. No shadow effect. After he defends against the attack, we can exhaust this to ready the attached hero. Then discard a shadow card from another enemy engaged. Sweet. Yeah, that works really well. That works really well, Jared. I like it. And then we got a 5 attack coming here, which we will... So undefended attacks from ships go to ships. So we're just going to take the attack. I never quested. What am I doing? I've had very little successful Gondor decks in my life. How did your previous games go? This is actually my first time like building a Gondor deck. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my gosh, I'm very tired apparently. I never did any questing. Okay, we've got a feel for the game now. Apparently I'm not feeling good. All right. Alrighty, let's try that one more time. And let's try and play by the rules this time. This is different for me as well. I usually play Gondor as mono leadership, so it's fun to see a Trisphere build. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm not sure what Faramir's doing for us. I guess having all the enemies in the staging area Unlucky start. Well, it was a really good start, but I just skipped an entire part of the game. I don't know what I'm doing. All right, we'll try that again. We are guarded by Bellefice Islet. You cannot travel if you're off course. After you travel to the islet, choose the ship enemy that is not guarding an objective. While it's the active location, the chosen enemy is considered to be out of play. Nice. Well, unlucky first game. Alrighty. Can't believe I did that. Alrighty. 3, 6. Citadel, Peligreer, Honor Guard, Defender, Gandalf, and a Spearman. We can get 2 of these allies into play this round. I think I'm mulliganing. I did really like the starting with the Sea Ward Tower. I really enjoyed that. That was nice. Full mulligan. We got a Honor Guard, Defender, Citadel. This looks like almost the same hand. Alright, we'll pass out the money and we will draw into a sneak attack. But we lost Gandalf. We got Ruins to draw a Gandalf. Let's go. And a Envoy. We're going to discard Spearman. Same hand, but with card draw. Yeah, right. To be fair, in Legendary, I do that a lot as well. Clearing the city, I'm like, oh yeah, I need to attack with Matt. Yeah, right. Alrighty, so we have Gandalf. I believe we could use Gandalf for card draw, actually. That may be the right thing to do at this point in the game. We sneak attack Gandalf in the quest phase for card draw. So if we're going to do that, let's go ahead and spend 1 off of Faramir to play Envoy of Peligreer. We're going to give Boromir a resource. Yeah, okay. We are in the quest phase. We are going to shift off course. I do that in Legendary as well. Spend so much time just playing the game, I forget to actually win. Yeah. I'm going to sneak attack Gandalf. Well, actually, we'll sneak attack Gandalf. We'll draw 3 cards. We got Defender, Darren's Ruins, and then a very good tail. Is it crazy to use a very good tail right now with Gandalf out there? Probably, right? That Gondor +1 resource lady is so good. Oh, Envoy of Peligreer? Yeah. Yeah, she's insane. We are committing characters. We are committing characters to the sailing test at this point. We got Envoy. Dream Chaser. So that's 3. We did hit a success. Now let's actually play the game and remember to commit characters. Yeah, I played Envoy for 1, and then I added a resource to Boromir, and then Boromir is using the sneak attack. But yes, thank you. Oh, Envoy is exhausted, so we can't very good tail here. Let's go Darren's Ruins. We got Citadel Guardian and a gaining strength. I'm gonna go Honor Guard. We're showing 6. Let's go 4, 7, 9. 9 showing 6. I'm good with that. When revealed, place 1 resource on each raider enemy in play. Then each non-ship enemy makes an immediate attack. There are no engaged. We're going to surge into the Tower of the Heron. While it's free of encounters, We reduce their archery total by 4. This is going to be guarded by a Corsair skirmisher. Gross. Boarding 1, immune to player card effects. Engages at 28, so it will be engaging us. After it's destroyed as an enemy, the engaged player may discard allies we control with a total cost of 3 willpower to take control of the skirmisher as a ship objective. Huh. That's neat. That's really neat. Okay, Gandalf is going to come back to our hand. We quested for, what was it, 11? It was 4, 7, 9. It was 9, 3, 6, 9. So we don't do anything. We're going to travel here. After you travel to the islet, choose a ship enemy that is not guarding an objective. We'll go here. We're going to engage, which is boarding. I never shuffled that. Skirmisher is great. Needed to beat that flagship. Oh, yeah? Only ship objectives can be declared against attackers. Yeah. I assume it heals all damage when you do that. It doesn't actually say, after it's destroyed as an enemy, the engaged player may discard allies to take control. I assume it heals all damage at that point. It doesn't make any sense that it wouldn't. We got the Corsair Infiltrator. While it attacks, deal it 1 additional shadow card for each resource on it. After the engaged player collects resources at the beginning of the resource phase, that player moves 1 resource from one of their hero's resource pool to the Corsair Infiltrator. Alright, we're going to deal out shadow cards. Yes, after it's destroyed, so it's discarded, then you can trigger the response. Okay, that makes sense, yeah. Alright, we got an attack of 4. We're taking undefended. We're going to throw that damage onto the Dream Chaser. We have to deal 5 damage here, which we don't have. So let's just defend with Baragon. It's going to be 3. Gets +1, so we take no damage. We will have Boromir swing back and deal 0 damage. Well, that's funny. Okay. Uh-oh. Alrighty, let's stand up. We'll increase our threat to 33. We will draw into a Squire of the Citadel, and then we'll play money. Alrighty, so we can actually do some damage here. We do need to move a resource, which we will move that resource there. We can go gaining strength to discard 2 to get 1 there. We'll use our first ability to play Squire the Citadel for free. We'll give the money to Boromir. We'll spend 2 from Baragon to play Defender. So that's 3. So the Citadel Custodians cost 2 now. So we could drop the 2, or it would cost 2 then 1. So we could drop the Citadel Custodians, then we can use a very good tail with the Citadel Custodians to really start ramping up our... Squire doesn't resource until he leaves. Oh, shoot, you're right. Okay, so it's after he leaves play. So we can still do it. I think we will. Let's go ahead and spend 2 to play this Custodian, and then we'll spend 1 to play the Custodian. We will exhaust Custodian to play a very good tail. I'm going to discard the top 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to put a Gandalf into play and a Spearman into play. No, we'll go Warden. And those are discarded. Gandalf comes into play. I think we could deal damage to the skirmisher. Or we could reduce our threat. That's a pretty good tale of the custodians told. Yeah, right? Right? Heck yeah. Heck yeah, it is. So Gandalf, we can draw cards, reduce our threats, or honestly, I'm thinking that we throw 4 damage here, and then we can take control of this by discarding Gandalf. We just have to have 6 damage that we can throw here. Yeah. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and shift off course, and we're going to sail. Let's sail with Warden. That's 1. I want Squire to chump. We want Defender to block. We got 2. You'll just have to use Gandalf attack to help kill it, probably. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Skirmisher is immune to player card effects? Oh, shoot. We'll throw it on the scouting ship. Or do we just draw cards? We'll just draw cards. We got Citadel Custodian, Visionary Leadership, and a Ship Captain. We'll play another Custodian because we're still in planning phase at this point. Okay. We're going to go 3 there for the Custodian. We got a success on 1, and we got a second success there. Sweet. They have to make it immune, otherwise you could heal it while you control it. Oh, I gotcha. Let's go ahead and start stacking some stuff, because our Gondor army is online. We are questing at this point. We have Gandalf. Okay, so Faramir has a 4 attack. Gandalf has a 4 attack. Boromir has a 3 attack. That's enough to take out the skirmisher. We have a block here. We'll take the skirmisher attack undefended. So, block, attack. We can quest here. I think we quest with Narlina, show 5, because we don't want to engage the scouting ship. Can we just go 4? No, we don't want to quest with Faramir. 4, 8, 9 we'll take here. No, it won't. We need 10. Shoot. Oh, wait, no. 4, 8, 11. So that's good to take there. We got a defender here. So we're going to quest for 3. I think we quest with Gandalf here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we're chump blocking with Squire. So we need to do that regardless, but okay. We have to take out the Infiltrator. I don't know. I don't really know how to do that, though. Because I want to take control of this. So we're questing for 7, showing 5. I don't love it. But let's go for it. Showing 2. Let's go. Alrighty. So we don't succeed, but we also do not raise our threat, which is big. So we're not going to engage, but we will go ahead and deal out shadow cards. We're going to take this undefended. It's going to be 4. Gets +1, so that's 5. We're going to throw that on Narlina. Then we've got a 3. We're going to block with Squire. So it's going to be 3, no shadow, no shadow. Squire leaves play, which means that we're going to give a resource over here to Boromir. Okay. Dream Chaser for 4. Faramir. Oh, Faramir is now a 5. Huh. 5. and then 10 will take control of the here. We will discard Gandalf to then take control of it as a objective. And then while it's controlled by the players, reduce the archery total by 4. So our archery total value is reduced by 4 now. So now we have this, but ships can only attack ships. We can't attack a non-ship enemy. We'll attack for 4 and deal a damage. Let's go. We had one more. Alrighty. I don't like this guy. Do we have a spearman? Where's our spearman? Why don't we have a spearman? Don't forget that the scouting ship is considered out of play, 2 less threats. Oh, yeah. Okay. For some reason, I just read that as I read it as the turn we move there. You could kill both enemies since Boromir got a resource. Defender Aramis has 2 attack. Oh, shoot. You're right. Boromir has a resource, so Defender of Ramas has 2 attack. I still don't think that really works, right? Okay, so we have... No, because Faramir only has... Because he's not... It's out of play, right? So it's not... Faramir goes down by 1, but Defender goes up by 1. Warden... Oh, yeah, Warden is... Oh, yeah. We'll go Warden to take him out, though. For some reason, I thought that I had exhaustion token on Warden. Good call. This goes over here. All right, let's stand up and increase our threat. It is exciting to have 3 citadels on the table. We'll draw into a ship captain, and we'll pass out money. We're going to spend 2 to play Visionary Leadership on Boromir. We're going to probably spend 1 to play Gleowine. We're going to use Gleowine to draw a card, which is a shield, which we'll throw on Baragon. Perfect. Alrighty. That's what we got now. Okay. So we're showing... It is really nice to have this skirmisher here as a quester. We're at 34th threat. We do have a Gandalf in hand. Let's sail for 1. Deck is running fairly smooth this game. Feeling pretty good here. Woo! If we engage here, we're only engaging 1 because one of these is out of play. So if we're only engaging 1, we only have to defend 1 with Baragon. So in that sense, we're going to go Defender to sail for 2, and then we're going to go Peligreer to sail for 3. We got 1 off the first hit, but we missed. Ooh, we got rid of the warship too. Ooh. Okay, so that was a successful sailing attempt. Now we are going to quest. We are showing 5 because one of these is not in play. Thank you, Jared. And we are going to quest. Let's go 5, 8. We're showing 5. I really want to blitz through this because then our sailing tests get a lot better. So that was 8. We go 9. We're just showing 5. This we need 3. Let's go 2 more here. Let's go 1 more here because then we actually have a blocker if we need to jump. So we're going to quest for 10, showing 5. We're going to flip into win reveal, choose a ship enemy that is not currently guarding an objective. Attach that enemy to an unguarded objective in the staging area, guarding it. Return that enemy to the staging area if it's engaged. If no ship enemy is returned to the staging area by this effect, it gains surge. Oh, geez. So it goes here and it surges. That's annoying. Siege ship, archery 2, cannot have attachments. While it's in the stage area, it gains force at the end of the quest phase. If it's not guarding an objective and there is an unguarded objective, we attach it. Okay. So that's 2, 4. That was 7 total. We quested for 10, so we do clear this. Then this is at the end of the quest phase, so this is going to immediately guard Seaward Tower. So that's annoying. That's really annoying. Okay. Boo. Boo. Sea ship isn't too bad. No boarding at least. That's fair. So I think we engage the siege ship. We defend with Naralina. It's 5 attack. And we have to deal, what is that, 12 back. Faramir is attacking for 5. We've got 8 here. 9. So we can go 9. We can throw 4 damage at it. Or we just take the attack undefended and we can take it out. I think we'd do that. We're going to engage. We're going to take this attack undefended for 5. It is no... So we're going to throw that on Dream Chaser. 2, 4, 5. And then we are going to attack for 5, 8, 11, 12. So we'll take this out. And then this goes back unguarded. Okay. I'm guessing that Surge is just as fun in this game as in Marvel Champions. Yeah. Yep. Pretty much. And this game has a lot more of what we really hate in Champions, of like it does something and then surges. Things get really bad, you can drop undefended damage on the skirmisher, so you don't... Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah. I forgot about the skirmisher. So we're up to 9 on Dream Chaser and 5 on Naralina. We're going to increase our threat to 35, meaning that we are going to be engaging those scouting ships if we don't do anything about it. We're going to draw into a Gandalf. That's really nice there. Boromir has a resource in his pool now. We don't have enough to play the... Or we do have enough to play Gandalf. I don't think it's worth it, though. So, best of both worlds, exactly. Exactly. Gondor characters get +1 willpower. Do we drop Gandalf right now? I think we actually have to drop Gandalf because we can't take 4 enemies. So we have to use Gandalf to lower our threat. And then I think we engage one of them. Did that thing have archery? That did have archery, so we're going to have to throw 2 damage somewhere. Go 1. 1. I do think we drop Gandalf and lower our threat by 5, which is not... One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we're not going to engage these guys. But I think we'll engage one of them. Because we're just prolonging the issue, right? So if we engage one of them, we have to deal... It's just 9 damage. It's not too bad. Also looking at custom content that makes me wish it wasn't called Marvel Champions because there'd be a chance. Oh, yeah. Alrighty. So let's sail. We're gonna sail for, that's 3. Let's call 3. We got 1, 2, 3. We do hit a success because we're unguarded on the sea watchtower. So we do hit that success. Now we are going to engage. Let's engage the one that is guarding something. And that has boarding 1. Gets +1/+1 for each resource on it. When it engages you, discard an attachment you control. Ugh. And place resources on Cunning Pirate equal to the printed cost. It's going to be the shield. It's going to be 1. Kill your hero. As a content creator, what benefits you more? Direct donations via PayPal or subs, gifted subs? Direct donations via PayPal, but I don't even know if I have that really set up. And so that would be the best. But yeah, so probably subs is the best way. Thank you. We're going to deal out encounter cards, or shadow cards, I should say. We got an attack of 2 here. Actually, it's an attack of 3. I think we're going to block with Baragond for 4. +0. We're good there. Wait, I just caught that. 2 encounter decks? So there's this is a themed scenario where we have, basically we're sailing. And so all of the foot soldiers or all of the humanoid enemies are in this deck because they're basically on the ships. So only ship enemies are in here. And then when ships engage you, they board you from this deck. So if I just donated, let me know if you get it. Oh, thank you so very much. I appreciate you so very much. You're amazing. Thank you. I will let you know if I get it. Yeah, I'll check it. I don't think I'm logged in on my phone, but I'll check. Thank you. I appreciate you. And then we got a attack of 5 here, which we will block with Narlina. So 5 to 5, no shadow, so we take no damage. Okay, let's take some stuff out. I didn't quest again. What am I doing? Oh my gosh. Okay, so we are going to quest. I'm not rewinding all the way this time. We're gonna quest for 7. We're showing. We know that that's gonna happen. We're showing 7. I'm gonna quest for 9. Place 1 resource on each raider enemy. Each engaged non-ship enemy makes an immediate attack. It surges. So it's going to surge into, if you're off course, makes an immediate attack until the end of the phase. Add 1 to the total threat in the staging area for each damage dealt by this attack. No attack is made. It gains Doom 2, 1, 2. Then we're going to, now we're caught up. Okay. And we had 2, 4, 7, and we quested for 4, 7, 9, so 2 on here. You'll be here Friday and Monday? Awesome. Nice. Nice. I see. So 1 is raiders, the other is the ships. Yeah, exactly. So if I just don't, yeah. Alrighty. Let's swing back. We want to take out the scouting ship. So we've got a 4 attack here. A 4 attack here, and we need to do 9. So do we have a 2? We don't have a 2. We have a 3. We'll go 3 to take out the scouting ship. So our archery is back normal. Hey, Prey! Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. How's your Wednesday? And then we do not have any attack that we can throw at the pirate. Alrighty. So we will stand up, discard Gandalf. Increase our threat to 33. I want a Steward of Gondor. Draw into Visionary Leadership. Pass out money. Okay, we're going to spend 1 from Boromir to play Paraglier Ship Captain. We're going to move a resource here to Boromir. That means that every Gondor ally has +1 attack and +1 willpower. If you have the defenders, it's almost worth leaving Cunning Pirates with you so they don't come back and steal your attachments again. Oh, that's true. Yeah, and just like, because right now, I think the only thing in there is, I don't think it would take them out. Buying myself a copy of the core set once I get through these exams. Nice, that's awesome. Good luck on your exams, by the way. That's super exciting. And a core set of this game. Oh my goodness, you're in for an awesome ride. That guy's my least favorite Corsair. Yeah, 100%. Alrighty. So we are going to go off seas. We're going to go, we could go Gleo. Let's go Gleowine to draw a card, which is another Warden. Alright, let's use a Warden to go 3. Let's go 3. 1, 2. Oh, we missed it. Bummer. No. Alrighty. So we are off course, meaning that that scouting ship is going to engage us. I think we're okay. Edgehog. Hey, thank you for the subscription for 3 months. Oh my gosh, you're amazing. Thank you so very much. Ah, you're wonderful. But yeah, with a Marvel Champions custom content, I want to play a Shadow of Edgehog. Yes, that's what I call him. Officially a card. Nice, nice. Thank you so very much, Kill Your Heroes. Alrighty. Now we are questing. We are showing 5. Let's go 2, 4. Oh, no, this is, yeah, 2, 4, 6. That takes us down to 6. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go 11. When revealed, choose a ship enemy that is not currently guarding a ship objective. Attach that enemy to an unguarded ship objective in the staging area guarding it. If no ship enemy is returned, it gains surge. Jeez. Okay, so we're going to go scouting ship on the tower. And then the surges into boarding party. Each player reveals the top card of the Corsair deck and puts it into play engaged with them. So we're going to get a Corsair Infiltrator. When it attacks, deal 1 additional shadow card for each resource on it. Then we have to engage here, which is a boarding 1. When it is engaged with you, each ship enemy engaged with you contributes its threat to the total threat of the staging. Alright. We're going to deal out shadow cards. We're going to start here and go there from highest to lowest threat, but we do deck out, meaning that we're good. We're going to defend with Defender here. So it's going to be an attack of 3. If your heading is at the worst setting, it makes an additional attack. It's not. Then we've got an attack of 5 coming in. Marvel Champions is pretty in-depth. If I remember hearing correctly from earlier, this has more depth. How much worse is the learning curve? It's I would consider it significant. If you know Champions, it's going to be easier to pick up this game, but if you were going into both of them blind, Champions is way easier to pick up than this game is. This game was designed in 2011, and they have learned a lot from their 10 years of designing this, which went into Champions. But this is very much like akin to one of those old school card games where it's like there's phase 1, sub phase 1A, sub phase 1A, B, and like, so like you're trying to figure out all your reaction windows, trying to figure out exactly how the game is interacting, and it can get pretty brutal. That being said, if you know champions, I would say it's probably like learning like half of champions again. Why is running out of EC bad in Marvel Champions? You get an acceleration token. It's so funny. Running out of encounter cards is good in this game and awful in Champions. Yeah, I'm brand new to Champions, so maybe 2 months, maybe 3. Well, it's kind of it's all up to you. Like, if you are enjoying Champions, like Champions has a lot of gameplay. If you're looking for more, then like just another system, even yeah. I mean, like this is a great place to jump in. It's a really good game. I like this more than Champions. But I may be biased. There's a useful flowchart in the rulebook of the game, so if you like Lord of the Rings, yeah. If you, I don't know if I'm ready to lose your job yet. Nines. Well, when it does run out, it doesn't scale well in 4-player because you're getting more acceleration, but you're also like 4x the cap of threat to lose the game. So I think it's a little bit better in 4-player. Maybe for the time being, I'll just live vicarious through you on Wednesdays now. Sweet. That works. Okay, so we have an attack of 5 here. I'm gonna defend here with Gnarlina. So 5, no effect. So let's go ahead and swing back. We're gonna go 4, 8. To take out the scouting ship. We've got an attack of 3 here. We got 5, which can take out the Coalstar Infiltrator. Star-Lord and Miss Marvel, if I recall it. For the record, I've played Champions a handful of times, but haven't bought in, save for a few random decks. Nice, nice. So Nines, what is your game of choice then? Yeah, Verse system back in the day had a single attack phase, but one player went first, same with other phases. Gotcha. Let's go 4. So we'll throw 3 damage here. I never did those attacks. Okay. Defender's gonna block here. We'll take 2 damage. We'll take 2 undefended. Go Faramir there. And then we'll do the rest. So we got a 3. Yeah, we'll block with Baragon, so we'll attack for 3, which will throw 2 damage. Do it. Buy in. Did I use Dream Chaser twice? No, I couldn't have, right? I did use Dream Chaser twice. What am I doing? Jeez. So I attacked for 4. For 7, 10. That's going to take 4, 7, 10. I am all over the place today. This is really frustrating. We took the undefended attack here. We do have Envoy. No, I just unexhausted. I'm just gonna leave the Colsera Infiltrator out because I don't know what I did. Hey, Angus, how's it going? Gambit is awesome. It's worth the ride. I used to play HeroClix, and this is way cheap. I have not played Marvel Crisis Protocol. Never grown up reading comics. I don't know why I cannot get this through my head today. I'm gonna actually have done the damage there. Alright. We'll increase our threat. We'll draw into a Envoy of Peligleer. Have you started X-Men? I have not started X-Men 97 yet. Okay. We've used both of our Gandalf, so I kind of want to wait until we get some sneak attacks for this Gandalf. Let's use Gleowine to draw a card into a shield. Alright, we'll throw the shield back on Baragon. Let's use a Faramir to play Envoy, which will give us 1 to Boromir. We got 2. Oh wait, and then we have to move 1. Move him there. We'll spend 2 from Baragon to play a defender. Just an opinion here, Gambit is the best X-Men, not champions, but in general. I'm worried 97 is going to turn Rogue and Gambit into the new Joker and Harley Quinn. Oh, Oh, into the overdone Halloween costumes. Nice. You know when Return of the King saga drops? I don't. I would assume that we're going to get an announcement here soon. It's nice to see Gambit used again outside the 90s. Nice. I do really like him in Champions. Okay. So, start of the quest phase. We're going to go here. What's in your opinion on Amazon's Lord of the Rings series? It was okay. I enjoyed it more than a lot of people did. But, like, it definitely had, I think, pacing issues, but I thought it was gorgeous. I've seen cards, and he's at the top of my list to buy since he's one of your favorite X-Men. Just haven't gotten him yet. Nice. Okay, so we need to sail fairly hard here. I forgot to be doing that. So we just engaged. I'm going to deal 2 damage to Narlina because we were off course when that ship engaged us. And I have missed out on damage. That's fine. Feels like there's a lot that I'm missing this game. All right. So we're showing 3, but we are going to be... Let's Dream Chase for... That's 4 cards that we're looking at. 5, 6 cards that we're looking at. We got a 1 success, 2 success. There we go. There's 4, 5, 6. We got 3 successes, so we do go back on course. I think there is a way to make the new disguise work with a Gambit deck. I think so. Though he'll move back in if Nightcrawler is confirmed. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I think Disguise could work with him. We're showing 3. We are going to quest for... I don't really care that much. We're going to quest for 2, 4. Uh, 1, 2. I'm going to go 6 to 3. I'm going to flip into a Coast of Enophalas. If you're off course, it gets +2 threat. Travel, exhaust a ship objective to travel here. We're going to go ahead and... So... we'll exhaust to travel. I absolutely love the game, Matt. Thank you. Yeah, I love it. It's so great. Do you have an exhaust for both Disguise and Remy's ability? I don't remember actually Disguise. I don't actually. Okay. +1. I'm gonna deal out shadow cards. And then this guy gets 2 shadow cards. So ships can only defend ships and they can attack anything. Or ships can defend anything. I never remember. Attacks made by ship enemies can only be defended by ship objectives. Ship objectives can only attack ship enemies, and ship objectives can only defend against attack. So ships can only basically... yeah, okay. So I should have... okay, cool. Let's go ahead and defend with this defender here. So it's going to be 3. It gets +1. It actually has +2. So we have an exhausted ship, which will kill the defender. You got a attack of 2, which we will defend. No shadow. Then we got an attack of 3 with 2 shadow cards. I will defend with Baragon, so it's going to be 3, no shadow effect. We're going to take that guy out. So Faramir can attack for 3. We just need to do 4 damage. So let's go 2, 4. That's going to take this guy out. Make sure I haven't put any Corsairs in there. We've got a attack of 3. Six. And that's what we got. All right. We will increase our threat and stand up. Oops. We're at 35 threat. We're going to draw into a Squire of the Citadel. Let's pass out some money. I'm actually going to check. How many sneak attacks have we seen? Just 1. Okay. So we have some more sneak attacks. Gleowine is going to draw us into a gaining strength. Let's go ahead and give that to Boromir. You do need to exhaust for disguise and also for his ability, but I think there's a way to ready him to do both. Honorary X-Men on Gambit could work really around. Oh, with Utopia? That'd be cool. Let's spend 1 to play a Warden of Healing. We'll spend 1 to play Squire at the Citadel. Spend 2 to play Ship Captain. And we're not going to trigger the response. Okay. We've got our army. Now, can we just utilize the army? All right. So we're going to shift off course. We're going to go Squire of the Citadel for 3 cards. And then we'll go one of these guards, the unhurt one, for 4 cards. 3, 4. That was a pretty good one. We did succeed. So we're going to shift it back on course. Now we are questing. We are showing 3. I think we quest hard here. Your board state is epic. Utopia disguised Remy is a lot of thwart and alter ego. That does sound fun. Yeah. The board state is crazy. We've got our army. Gondor has called and answered aid. Let's go ahead and go for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. So we're questing for 12 right now. We're showing 3. We have to push through 3. That's 6. Do we want to push through into the next stage? Probably. Searching counter deck for a ship enemy and add it to the staging area. Wondering if there's other ways to ready an alter ego. What in the world is this board? This is the Gondor army. That's what this board is. So 12, 6, that would not push us. But let's go ahead and just add 4 more. 1, 2, nope. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to quest into, the heavy cruiser. Boarding 2 cannot have attachments. When revealed, search the encounter deck and discard power for Don Amorth objective and add it to the staging area. Then attach it, guarding, which I think will be the beacon. Yeah, we're going to grab the beacon. Heavy cruiser. And that's the 5. Holy cow. Alrighty, so that's 8. We quested for 16, which means 8 pushes. We got 3 here and 5 onto the main. You got an entire army on your side. Evil's got nothing. And I'm still struggling. I think attacks for 7. Holy cow. Boarding 2? What is this monstrosity? Holy cow. I think we leave it up there right now. This quest does put out a lot of enemies, so you need the army for this quest. Yeah, I think we leave it up there. I don't think there's any reason to engage it right now, especially if we have a sneak attack Gandalf, because this is not immune to player card effects, so we can actually just ping it off with Gandalf and not deal with the boarding. So we got a 2 attack here. We're going to block with Baragond for 6. No shadow effect. And then we will swing back with the army to take him out. Or do we just leave him? We're going to take him out. Stand up. What is this monstrosity? Death? Probably, I don't know. Right? We probably could have run some feints. And we could have feinted that attack of 7. Threat goes up to 36. We're going to draw into an envoy. I want... Show me pictures of Spider-Man. No, I want a sneak attack, man. We'll pass out money. Leoline will draw us into a defender. We'll use a Faramir to play a envoy, which will give a money over here to Boromir. Spend 2 for a defender. Which we could probably take the boarding too. Now that I'm looking. Like, it's not actually that bad of a deal. So. We also have a chump block over here with Squire. Pass out some money. Oh, I don't want to push right now. Because I probably want to deal with that guy first before I push. Alright, let's shift off course. We will... go 3. I think 3. I think we're going to go with 3. 1, 2, beans. Okay, we did not hit it. Which is not the end of the world right now. But when that engages, we'll have to deal 2 damage to ourselves. That thing is crazy. Holy cow. Alrighty, we're showing 8. Let's go ahead and... let's quest for... let's go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's 10. We're showing 8. Let's go 1, 2 more. So that's going to be 12. We're going to flip into place 1 resource on each raider enemy in play. Then each ship makes an immediate attack. Each engaged ship. Okay. So we're going to surge into a Starlit Sea. While you're off course, we have to raise each player's threat by 3 to travel there. So that shows a 11, which means that we're going to place 1 here. I'm not going to travel there because I don't want to raise our threat, but we will go ahead and engage the heavy cruiser, which boards 2. When it engages you, move 1 resource from each of your hero's resource pool to him. And he gets +1 defense for each resource on him. He gets +1 for each resource. After he attacks you, move 1 resource from your hero's resource pool to Umbar Radar. Okay, so we didn't lose all of our resources from Boromir, which is really important. Let's deal out... oh, and we have to deal 2 damage to a ship in our objective we control, which will be the here, because we're off course. I'm gonna go 1, 1, 1. Okay, so we've got an attack of 7. We're gonna block with Narlina, so it's gonna be 7 plus 0, so we'll take 2 damage here. We got an attack of 5. We're going to block with the Squire. 5. No shadow. Squire leaves. We'll give him money to Boromir. And we got an attack of 3, which we will block with this defender. It's going to be +2, so that does take out the defender. That's sad, because we're off course. Man, that missailing test hurt us a lot this round. Oof. Alright. Priority is this guy here. So we can only attack with Dream Chaser and the Skirmisher here. So that's going to be 8 total. We need to do 5 more damage. Here's 3. There's 5. So this will take out the heavy cruiser. And this is... if the players control the beacon, exhaust it and spend 5 resources to take control of one of the ship objectives. In your opinion, which FFC LCG is best for solo play? Champions. Marvel Champions is probably the best for solo play. I really enjoy Lord of the Rings, but it's brutally difficult. Arkham, I don't play true solo. And so... And when I'm saying solo, I mean true solo. Simulating 1 player. If you go up to 2-handed, it may still be Champions, but it could be Lord of the Rings at that point. Okay, so we got 2, 3. What are we gonna? I'm gonna take out the raider here. So that's 2, 3. We still have Boromir for 6. That's gonna take out the raider. We got 2 damage that we can throw there, which does not work. So let's use Word of Healing to heal these 2. Alrighty, let's stand up. If I want a Steward of Gondor, because Steward of Gondor would allow me to get one of these ships. We've got an army, I'm telling you. Oh wait, this is 2 different characters, so we'll heal both of these as well. Thought it was heroes. Alrighty, so we have to commit a pretty decent sailing test this next turn, but let's increase our threat to 37. Draw into our sneak attack. Hey, there we go. Let's go. Alrighty. That makes me feel good. Pass out money. Gleoine will draw us a card. Into Steward of Gondor. There we go. We'll spend 2 to play Steward of Gondor on Boromir. And then we'll get a ship next turn. I don't really play two-handed. It's too much to keep track of for my ADHD brain. Yeah, no, it's a lot. It's significant. It really is significant. Do we sneak attack Gandalf for threat or card draw? All right, we will shift off course. Let's sail. We got 3, 4. Let's go 5, 6. Or yeah, 5, 6. We're looking at 6 cards. No, 1, 2, 3. All right, that's 5. Hey, wow, we actually did only get 2. But we did hit the 2 sailing test there. So we shift back to on course, which is nice. And now we are going to... I used to only play two-handed because the combos just work in multiplayer, but I usually play solo now just to lower the load on my brain. Yeah, that's fair. We are showing 6. I don't think... Well, I could push here. That would not be the end of the world. And if we push, we'll get a enemy, which we can then block with Narlina. We can kind of throw back some damage with Corsair. It actually is a pretty decent time to push. But if we don't push, that's actually not the end of the world either. So let's just go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We're showing 6. We're going to flip into a 3, which is a coast. If you're off course, it gets +2. We have to exhaust a ship objective to travel here. We do add 1 because we quested for 10. And we're only showing 9. I'm going to go ahead and travel here. We're going to exhaust a ship objective. Bro, I tried playing 4 because I thought process, how can I crash course this game and learn how the aspects works? Oh my gosh. Holy cat. Yeah, that, I think you're set up to... Don't I have to defeat... Well, I would have to defeat this guy, right? Oh, a non-unique ship. So, this stage is defeated. Oh, okay, okay. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah. So we'll start questing pretty hard. Deal a shadow card. We'll defend for 6. He's attacking for 5. Nope. 5. If it's an attacking enemy as a raider, we place 2 resources on it. Okay. And we will attack for 3, 6. We have to deal. He has 9, so 8, 10. Stage 3 is if the stage is defeated or the flagship is defeated. Yeah. Okay. So we'll stand up, increase our threat. We'll push through to the next stage here. I still need to get this box. It looks so fun with it. I really like this box. I'm really enjoying the ship mechanic. Yeah. Okay. Stand up, increase. I think I just increased. We'll draw into a Harnagondor. Pass out money. And then we are during a planning action, we'll spend 2, 4, 5 to get a warship. I barely have enough room on my table with my room. How many upgrades I run with one player? Played two-handed once. I didn't even remember how I made it fit. I like these questions. They usually have multiple win conditions, opening up what kind of decks work. Yeah, good call. Okay. So we don't need a Gandalf this turn, but I think we'll sneak attack Gandalf next turn for a big blitz. I think at this point... Oh, we got a Gleowine. Let's see what Gleowine brings us. Hey, a ship captain. Alrighty, we'll spend 1 to play a ship captain. I don't think we will activate the ship captain's ability. Okay, let's sail. So we're gonna go 1 here. We'll go 3. We're looking at 3 cards. We actually only have 2, so we'll... So how does this work? Do I not do a staging? Because we're in the quest phase. I'm about to sail. Do we reshuffle? It's at any point during the quest phase. It runs out, we reshuffle, right? I'm pretty sure that's actually it. So we'll go for 3. We hit 0. So we stay off course. And we'll reshuffle this. The deck reshuffles at any point during the quest phase. Could I have sailed for more? Like I sailed for 3, but there are only 2 cards. Do I discard them like 1 at a time? And then I would shuffle and discard 1 more? Yes? Okay. Well, I think I would still have gone for 3, so I do have 1 more card to go. If I was counting cards, I probably would have gone more, but here we are. No deal. All right, that's a bummer. So this gets, we're good there. Okay. So we're showing 6, 9. So if we quest for +1, we're good. Let's take this down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 11. Let's go 1, 2. Flip into a scouting ship. Boarding 1 cannot have attachments. It gets -15 engagement cost. That's 2, 5, 8. Which means that we place 5, which is 3, and we will progress. Which means that we're about to get a lot of enemies. When revealed, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a ship enemy and add it to the staging area. Shuffle the encounter deck. For each unguarded objective in the staging area, attach a non-unique ship enemy to the staging area to that objective guarding it. So let's guard... Actually, let's go find our thing first. Siege ship? Yeah. We'll grab a siege ship. Siege ship engages at 46. And then we are going to go ahead and... we'll go here. And scouting will go on the beacon. Sailing, if your current heading is at the worst setting, flagship gets -50. You cannot advance while at least one objective is guarded by an encounter. Cool. I bought Arkham with the intention to play mainly solo, but I rarely get it out because I feel like you have to play two-handed. Yeah, you really do. Especially in Arkham, I feel like you do have to play two-handed to be effective. Champions is a lot better solo, if you are looking for like a solo experience. Funny how a table full of cards and I'm in the zone having a blast, but my partner walks past and I can only see a mess of cards and no idea what's going. It's like a secret code, right? I'm not going to travel here because I don't want to raise my threat, but I will go. Well, I have to engage the scouting ship, I should say. And this is going to be a boarding 1. While it's engaged with each ship, enemy contributes its threat. That's fine. Deal out shadow cards. We've got an attack of 5. We'll block with Narlina. No shadow effect, so we're good there. And then we got an attack of 2, which we will block with Defender. No, we'll block with Baragon. There's really no reason to not block with Baragon because Defender attacks for more. So it's going to be 2, gets +2, so we take no damage still. Alrighty. So we have 2 unexhausted ships. We got 6 damage there. We need 9 total. So if we attack for 3, we'll be good. So Boromir will take out the scouting ship. Beacon goes back. This is exhausted, but yeah. And then we've got Faramir for 4, Defender to one-shot there. What others see versus what nerds see, right? Yeah, 100%. Okay. So we will increase our threat, and we'll stand up. We're at 39. We do have a Gandalf, so we can reduce that by 10 because we have a sneak attack and a Gandalf in our hand. But let's go ahead and we'll draw a second sneak attack. That's huge. Love that. Love that for us. Pass out money. And we will go ahead and spend 5 to exhaust here and take another warship. Alrighty, so we've got our fleet. We got everything. There's an old chess quote about beginner not seeing the board as a master sees it. A game without understanding the strategy just looks like a mess. That's true. Yeah. But to be fair, this actually is a mess. So, so there is that. I'm actually going to have spent 1 more from Boromir, kept Baragon. Let's go ahead and spend 1 from Baragon to drop a Horn of Gondor onto Boromir. Oh, archery 2. Forgot that has archery. So we will have thrown the archery somewhere, and then we would have healed it with the warden. Alrighty. We do have to take this guy out. He doesn't have boarding though, so that's nice. We're going to draw a card with Gleowine, which is a very good tail. No, that seems crazy. I don't need a very good tail right now. Okay. We'll go into the sailing. We're gonna sail here. And we're gonna go ahead and go Dream Chaser. We're looking at 4 cards. We need 2 hits. We'll look at 6 cards. 1, 2. Oh, geez. 3, 4, 5. 0 hits. 0 hits on a 6. Ooh. 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 That's brutal. I assumed Arkham took up the most table space because of the map, but yeah. Lord of the Rings can get pretty crazy. The real question is what allies are left in the deck. Maybe an honor guard? Yeah, I think there's an honor guard. I think there's another defender. There's not a lot of allies left in the deck. Not sailing too great. Yeah, that was brutal. Holy cow. Alrighty. We are showing 5. We're going to go to our worst setting. We have to hit the next one. Ooh. Ow. Let's go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. That was wild. 1, 2, 3 for 15. One, 2. 1, 2. So we're going to 19. I'm sure you'll guarantee to succeed next time, right? Right? I hope so. So 19 showing 5. We're going to flip into a scouting ship. So we're going to engage the scouting ship, which is a 2. That's 7, which means that we'll place 12 here. Alrighty. I'm not going to travel to the Scarlet Sea. We have to engage the scouting ship. Do I also engage I think I also engage here. Then scouting ship engages. We got boarding. While you're engaged with the unbarked captain, characters you control cannot attack ship enemies. Alrighty. So we got a encounter card here, here, and here. We got our attack of 5, which we will block with Naralina. So 5, no shadow effect. We got an attack of 5 here, which we will block with Barragond for 6. If you're off course, it gets +2, so that will sneak through a damage here. And then we've got an attack of 5, which we will block with the warship. So 5, attacking enemy gets +2 if you control an exhausted ship, so this is going to deal 5 damage here. Alrighty. So we have to take this guy out. He has 8. Yikes. Okay. 2. 3. 6. Oh my gosh, I don't have I probably should not have engaged that round. Holy shoot. I thought I had more people. Boromir will take him out. Uh-oh. I thought I had more stuff going on. I don't really know what I was thinking there. Honestly, it's nice having others to talk to who also love these games. I'm pretty much the only person in my family who plays them often. My mother joins me sometimes, but she is often at work. Oh, yeah? It is nice to have. I guess you did need more allies after all, right? That's not great. Okay. Oh, I was going to do Gandalf. That's right. Okay, let's stand up. All right, we have to hit this sailing test. Overestimated our forces. That was a rough round for us. Alrighty, so threats at 40. Let's go ahead and pass out money. Draw into an Irith. Alrighty. Actually, Warden would have healed Baragon. Alrighty. So, first ally is reduced by 1. We're not going to actually use that. We're just going to play here. She cannot attack at her fin, but she can sail! Okay. So we're going to go into... There were so many tokens. It really was, right? LCG has changed my gaming life. After a long stint in the TCG realm, is super refreshing. Yeah. Is there a Marvel looking for a group Reddit if you're feeling personable? I don't actually know. I don't know. Okay. I think I want to sneak attack Gandalf in during the combat phase. We could quest through right now and it would not matter because we are still guarded here. Okay. So we are going to shift to our worst setting. We are going to sail for 3. Five. We have to hit it, right? 5. Let's go 6. We got 1 hit, 2 hit. There's 4. There's 3 hit, 4 hit. Sick. Alrighty. So that was 6, 2, 4, 6. Alrighty. That was good. That was really, really good for us. Because now these are +2, +2, +2. Ugh. Alrighty. That feels good. That feels much, much better. Okay. So we are showing 6. We do want to quest at least some. We have Naralina as a blocker. I want to keep all my ships, actually. I'm going to draw a card with Gleowine. Hey, there's the Destroyer. I should have used that earlier. Oops. Fair enough. You can turn into a cesspool if you take the wrong turn. What scenario is this in the box? It's the second to last one. I don't have Reddit, not because of any reason in particular. I just don't have it. Reddit is a very addicting space to be in. Alright, so we're showing... I don't want to do the same thing that I did last time and just not have... Which we don't have to quest as hard as we did last time. Let's go 2, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is meeting what we're seeing in the staging. Good. Let's go 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're showing 10. Or we're showing 6 flipping into 10. Choose a ship enemy that is not currently guarding an objective. Attach that enemy to an unguarding objective in the staging area. Guarding it, return that enemy to the staging area. Alright, so this is going to come up here to the beacon. And now we're going to show 3, 6, 8, which we'll place 2 here. Anything's got to be better than Twitter, though. Ooh, Twitter. Yikes. Alrighty. We will now engage and board. Forced. When he engages, you discard a random card from your hand and place resources on it equal to that. Oh my gosh, if we discard Gandalf, we're in so much trouble. 2, 4, 6, so we can roll a die. 1, 2. A very good tail. Let's go. That's what I would have picked. And it gets 0 resources. When it attacks you, distribute damage among characters you control equal to the number of resources on it. Alright. We will deal out shadow cards. 46, 35, 12. I'm going to sneak attack Gandalf into play. And I'm going to reduce... Am I just going to throw some damage? I don't actually need to do this quite yet. We can figure this out later. So we got an attack of 5. We're going to block with Naralina. No shadow effect. We're good. We've got an attack of 5. We're going to block with the Dol Armith Warship. So 1 sneaks through. And we got an attack of 3, which we will defend with Baragon. No. Okay, so we're good there. So both of these have to go. I'm going to take this guy out, I think. So we need to do 9 damage. So here's 4, 8. 9. That's going to take him out. We have to take out the steel ship there. Which I think we will sneak attack the Gandalf in at this point. And we will... We got 3, 6, which is enough to take out there. And then we've got... Honestly, we can leave it one more round, I think. We'll deal 4 damage to it. Yeah. We'll go Faramir, Boromir to take out this guy. And then we will attack for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we have plenty of damage, which we'll take it out here. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12... 13, which is enough to have just taken it out. And so instead, Gandalf is going to reduce our threat by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're doing a great job of dodging those warships. The quest takes a rough turn if they come out. Oh, geez. Yeah. Alright, so that's gone. Now everything's unguarded. Gandalf is going to come back to our hand. We are going to unexhaust everything and increase our threat to 36. So if we push through right now, we are good because we don't have a guarded objective. Alrighty, so we're just standing up. Alrighty, so 36. We'll draw a card into another healer and we'll pass out money. Let's go 2 to drop a Armored Destrier onto Baragon. We do have a sneak attack, which I don't think we need right now. Gleoline will draw us a card though. The Day's Rising. Test your hero with Sentinel. After the hero defends against an attack and takes no damage, we can exhaust it to add a resource. We're going to go and give that to Baragon. Alrighty. Let's go into our sailing. Gonna shift off course. Healer is gonna sail for 3. Got 1, 2. How have we been dodging all of the sailing? Ah ha ha. That's fine. Alrighty. We're gonna quest. We're showing 6. Let's go 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 11 showing 6. That would put 5 if we draw a 0, which is not enough. I do want to go ahead and push here, so let's go 1, 2. Let's go 2 more. 13 should be good. We're going to flip into a 2, the Fog Bank. While it's the active location, ship enemies do not make engagement checks, cannot attack, and cannot be attacked. So that's 8. We'll place 5, which we'll push. The players must make engagement checks against each enemy in the staging area. Raider flagship gets minus 50 engagement cost during these engagement checks. Raider flagship gets minus 50. Breakthrough the fleet is plus 5 quest points for each ship enemy in play. So it's currently a 10. This is going to engage us. It's boarding 1. At the end of the encounter phase, the engaged player reveals the top card of the Corsair deck and engages it. Boarding 1 gets a Umbar Raider. After it attacks you, move a resource to its pool. And we're good there. Alrighty, so this is going to be down to 0. Alrighty. Deal out shadow cards. We got a attack of 5. We'll block with Naralina. No shadow effect. We're good there. We got an attack of 3, which we will block with Barragond. So it's going to be 3. No shadow effect. We will exhaust to ready and exhaust to give a resource. Hey, the engine's working. And then we're going to give it a resource from there. Alrighty. Only ship objectives can be declared as attackers. It is immune to player card effects. So if we go 4, 8, that's going to deal 5 damage to it. I don't think it's going to matter. I think we'll probably be able to quest through, but might as well start throwing damage. Let's go ahead and sneak attack Gandalf. We will reduce our threat by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we will attack for 4. We have so much attack. We'll take out the Raider. The end of the combat phase. Gandalf pops back to our hand. We'll engage another Umbar Raider. Nice. We will stand up. So the worst case scenario is if we flip a ship enemy, right? If we flip a ship enemy, then we go plus 5 plus whatever is here. So we actually kind of know what that is. But we're going to sail first. Do we even care about sailing? I don't think we even care about sailing. Because we're not going to be at our worst heading. Don't forget the flagships. Is that adding here at the end of the combat phase? Oh, is it at the end of the encounter phase? The encounter phase. Okay. So we'll block with the defender here. So it's going to be, nope, wrong one again. 3 defending characters a ship. It's good. So we don't take any damage, and we'll attack back with whatever else we have to deal 7. Got 1, 2, 3. I assume we had enough, but just in case, we'll not take it out. I thought encounter phase, to me, I think of champions, which is the attack phase basically. I thought it was the engagement phase, but okay, cool. All right, we will draw a card into a very good tail. We'll pass out some money. Gleowine will draw us into another armored. Let's go. Go 1 there. Let's go 2, 3, 4 to play Gandalf. When Gandalf enters play, we'll draw 1, 2, 3 cards. We'll spend 2 to play the Honor Guard. All right. And we're showing 5. And we have to quest for 10. So if we just quest all out, we should be pretty okay, right? Well, we are going to sail, which I don't think we're going to sail. Well, I guess we'll sail here. Because we can't... She can quest, which is kind of funny. I guess we'll quest for 3. We got 1. We got 1 hit. Okay. Let's count up our quest points. We got 6. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. This is crazy. What is your favorite hero to play out of Marvel Champions core set? Ooh, the core set. I really like Spider-Man. Iron Man is also a lot of fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Questing for 31. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 37. Is that good enough? Place 1 resource on each raider enemy in play. Each engaged non-ship enemy makes an immediate attack. Ooh, alrighty. So we get 1. He's going to attack. We'll defend here. So it's going to be 5 to 2. So we take 3 damage. And then we win the game. Nice. So we pushed through. Gondor was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. That was fun. I really liked the, just like the ally swarm, Gondor going crazy. It was these are long quests though. In the Dream Chaser cycle, they're long. They're long quests, but cool. That means we get to open the City of the Corsairs, which is the last adventure pack in the wave. And so we're gonna go to the Be Right Back and clean up a little bit. We're gonna get to open some new cards. Alrighty, I'll see you soon.